everyone, and welcome back to our channel. This is Samantha, and today I'm going to be sharing with you our monthly homeschool update, so stay tuned. So guys, it is April. Can you believe it? We are currently wrapping up our homeschool year. It seems like just yesterday we started, but we usually time it to where we are down to basically a half a day by the last of April or the 1st of May, only because here in the South we get crazy hot in like July and August. And so with those days is what we normally do is July and August, we start like half of our curriculum and we work on that, and then that way we go out the first half of the day, we enjoy it. The second half of the day we do our curriculum because it gets so hot here, and then they go out in the evenings. Then as the weather in August is when we kick off our full days toward mid-August. And so right now we are basically almost down to half a day. Perfect timing. The weather's starting to warm up. The boys are obviously wanting to be outdoors more, so it's working out great. But how is our classes going? Well, I'm going to link, and I always forget where it comes up, but I'm going to link to my last month, which was March, homeschool update. But as you guys know, if you follow our channel, I always have trouble with my oldest. And he just has the mindset, and now this isn't the first time I've dealt with this mindset. Our youngest daughter, who is now 21, had the same mindset in school, and I remember she went to public school, and so I remember being called every day that, excuse me, Miss Anderson, Angelica's not doing her work because she says it's not important and she's not going to need it in life, or Angelica's not doing her work because she doesn't like this subject. And so anyway, it was all the time. I mean, I couldn't even count how many parent-teacher meetings we had, how many times we had sat with her and talked to her. But anyway, honestly, we never came up with a solution. We tried all kinds of things. And so I think it's just a mindset. I don't know. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Our family's not perfect. And so, children don't come with a guide to tell us how to raise them, how to teach them. Especially there is no homeschooling guide. And we all homeschool different, as you homeschool moms know. I mean, we have the no schooling, we have relaxed schooling, we have classical age. There are so many ways that we homeschool, and every family is so different. And so with me, I have my 9-year-old, it's going to be 10. He's going to be 10 tomorrow. Time flies. But anyway, I have him who says, I don't like this subject, so I'm not going to do it. Or I'm never going to use this. I don't think I'll ever use this when I'm an adult, so I don't want to learn it. And so as I'm dealing with this, and I've dealt with this for a while, as he gets older, it's getting worse. And so I see the same pattern as with my youngest daughter. And once again, as I said, we never came to a solution with this. We basically just did it, and she, we made it through. She graduated. That's all that matters, right? But it's not, because the skills that she refused to learn has hindered her some. And don't get me wrong, she is so intelligent. That child can give her politics. That is her love. She has a love of politics. She is an amazing writer. She is an amazing poet. It's amazing what she can do. And so when you give her stuff like this, or even in today's world, she's always doing artsy things, and she still loves to write, and she still is very, very into politics and things like that. And so this is what she loves. However, she will even tell you now that she wished she would have learned the other stuff too, instead of being stubborn. I guess, it goes back to the old saying, we live and we learn. But anyway, that's what I'm doing with Davis. And I know I had mentioned in the last video that I was talking with my mom, and she was like, why not reward Luke because he does his work, and Davis, if he does it, he gets a reward, and if he doesn't. And I want to be clear about that. I got some nasty emails on that, and you're not getting a reward because you have bad grades. This is not the case. This is simply saying that you sit and tell me you're not going to do your school because you don't feel you need to know this in life. So with that attitude and refusing to do your work, you're not going to get a reward. The one who says, okay, I have to get this done, and gets it done, and I don't, like I said, I don't grade their work. I do not grade their work. I don't feel that in elementary school that I should grade their work. And I know a lot of you homeschool parents do grade their work, and a lot of you test. I personally don't test. We do a lot of oral work in our house. We read and we do orally. You know, math is written, obviously. Our language arts is written for our sentence structures and stuff. But I don't grade. We look over it, and if they miss a problem, we'll go, I check it, and if they miss a problem, we'll go back over it, and we'll talk about it, and we'll correct the problem, we'll make it right. So those of you who watched the last video and think that I reward on grades, and as I said, I got some nasty stuff, but that's not the case. I was just trying to find ways to encourage my headstrong child who is refusing to do school in any form to actually do school. So that I wanted to address. How is that going? Well, Luke got a reward the first time, and Davis didn't. Davis's reward was actually sitting there. That's what he wanted. It was sitting there looking at him. You know, if you do this, this is what you're wanting. And, you know, if you do your school day the way that we should do our school, because it's part of life, and we do school, and we do things that we don't like sometimes, you get your reward. So how's it going? Well, it's actually working. He realized that he's not going to get a reward if he doesn't do what I ask of him. Now, I say this is no different as some people give allowances for chores. I do not give allowances for chores. And normally I don't give, you know, special treats for school because I feel it's something they should do. However, when I have a child like that and I really, really want them to succeed, that is where that comes into play. Basically, I'm at the point of whatever it takes to make you love it. Even if you don't love it, you have to do it. And you know, and I'm quick to point that out. There's things that we all do in life that we don't love, but it has to be done. And like I tell them, you know, I don't like scrubbing the bathroom floors, but somebody has to do it, right? So basically in life, we can't just do the things that make us happy. The ultimate goal in life is to have a job that makes you happy, and then it's not like work, but we have to get to that point. And so anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. It's not on grades. I don't grade. I know some of you might be like, what? That's just me personally. I don't. They get stickers on their work upon completion, and they love the stickers. It's motivation. And as I said, you know, since we started doing the rewards, it's made him focus, and he wants to do his work more. And also, I mentioned in the last video is what I did is I flip-flopped. And so what he likes the least, we start our day with. And this is math. He hates his math. He hates math. He hates numbers. He just doesn't like it. It's just not his thing. And I get that. I struggle with math. Math is not my strong point. And so I totally get that. He's definitely got my brain in a sense that, and he's like his older sister. Language arts, he is like the bomb. He is amazing. He blows my mind at how well he does that. And history and stuff. However, he doesn't like math. And I get it. So it's what we done. Since I did flip-flop it, we start our day with math. But here was the kicker. Even though we flip-flopped it, he decided that he was still going to drag it out. And so at the end of the day, we were still doing, you know, late at night, we were still trying to get our schoolwork done for the day. And so is what I started doing is I have a timer, and I did a video, and I'm going to link it up here to show you guys the timer. It's really neat. I can do up to like 1 second or 3 seconds. Anyway, it goes off. So is what I do is I set his math timer for an hour. And that's more than enough time. However, should it be a harder day in math, he's got an hour of uninterrupted time to do his math. And so when that timer goes off is what we do is we take the math away and we go on to our other things for the day. And then at the end of the day, if there is still math left to do, we pull it back out and we finish it. Now, since we started doing the timer, it's amazing how that at the end of that hour, he's got it done. And there's just something about working against the timer. It works. So that's where we're at with him, and I'm sorry this was long-winded. I didn't mean for it to be. But that's where we're at with him. So all in all, it's going good. Luke is doing good. I haven't added any new curriculum for next year with him. I think I showed you guys in the last video some of the curriculum we're going to be using next year for him. And so that is as far as I've got with him. We are going to do... I'm debating his spelling, and I'm debating his language arts, so that's where I'm at with that. But as I mentioned, we are wrapping up the school year. In May, at the end of May, we'll be taking our end of grade. In North Carolina, it's required that we take the end of grade testing, so we will be doing that. But I have got, and I want to show you too, Davis for his 5th grade. I showed you guys some last time. Also, we're going to be doing the Abeka 5th grade math. I really love it for Luke, and we've been diving into this a little bit with Davis, taking it really slow, and he's enjoying it. He's liking it. So to give you an idea of what it kind of looks like in the inside, you know, it's still colorful. It's not boring and blah. But that's going to be his 5th grade math. It's the Abeka. Yeah, Abeka. I always get my things mixed up. And then for his reading, those of you who, and I will link, it was my 4th grade curriculum. We started with Readers in Residence, and it goes from 4th grade up to 6th or 7th grade. I can't remember off the top of my head. So anyway, we got through the first section where he wrote a story, and went in the second section, and we're getting a little further, and it was getting harder for him. And I don't want him to struggle because, as I mentioned, he loves language arts. And so what I did is I tucked it away. We changed our language arts. And I've talked about it. We love it. And my mind just went blank. Well-trained mind is what we're using with him. Language lessons. Anyway, I switched him to that. He's loved it. Every part of it. The sentence diagramming like crazy. He loves it. There is a lot of sentence diagramming in that. I'm not going to lie. But he loves it. So anyway, the Writers in Residence that we started in this year, and as I said, it was getting too hard for him because he does have a hard time putting his thoughts on paper. His letters are still sometimes backwards, and so I didn't want that frustration to set in, so we tucked it aside. We're going to pull it out again for 5th grade, and we are going to try it because now this actually combines, the Writers in Residence combines your language arts and writing. So it's really cool. They do stories, and it's just really neat. And so with that being said, we are going to be also using Readers in Residence, and it kind of shows you like a different way to read. And this is the Apologia, Readers in Residence, and it's really neat. And they start out with Sarah Plain and Tall, and it actually encourages them to like dig a little deeper into what they're reading because it has them. It wants them to learn to be a reading detective. And so it points out parts of stories and books and things, and it just looks really amazing. And so we're really excited about that. We've done a little bit of it because we were blessed to be able to use this as a review. And so we have been diving into this a little bit because I won't do a review on a product until we've used it to some extent because I want to make sure it's right for us. And what's right for me may not be right for you. We all know that. But I want to make sure I understand it. And if it's something that I feel would be beneficial for our family, because basically when I review it, I'm reviewing it in a sense that this is how we use it. And so far, it has been amazing. We have 3 more weeks we're going to use this. So basically a month. And then I'm going to be taking this away for next year. And I'm going to probably end up doing, before the end, a thorough review of this because it's awesome. We are loving it. And last but not least, I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys something. Those of you who are no stranger to our site, of course we do vlog, but we also include our homeschool stuff, and my boys love to read. And I like finding different books. Davis right now is into Minecraft books, and that's fine. I mean, whatever I want them to love reading. So while we do read alouds, I still want them to have that love of reading. And so whatever they want to read, they are welcome to read it. But we have always been a fan of the Who, What, Where collection put out by Penguin Random House. And, well, I'll see if I can get, I may not be able to get these. These are all the ones that we have. So this is our collection. I don't know what all you guys can see, so I'll do that. Anyway, so these are all our collection, and we love them. I have used these books since 1st grade with Davis, and I've used them with Luke this year. And so as we study different stuff, we kind of dive into it. And oh, I even have Stan Lee. This was a new one. But anyway, he's about the only one I have that's not history related. But I have major comic book fans in my house, and they all love Stan Lee. So anyway, I had to do that. But anyway, right now, I'm going to share this really quick, and I'm pretty sure this is still going on, and I don't know if it's a temporary sale, if it's an all-the-time sale, if Amazon's going to keep some of these at these prices. But a lot of these books that I have in the past paid $5.99 for, because as I buy them as we go, like the Rosa Parks, you know, was last year. Several of these I have just, basically about every month I'll end up buying one. But anyway, right now Amazon has some of these on sale for $2.60. And I did snag some at that price because it was pretty amazing. But anyway, just a heads up there. And these are on sale, so if anybody's interested. And that is it. That's basically our homeschool update. We've done a few trips. We've done some amazing hikes. We love doing hands-on stuff like that. We like taking hikes and learning and nature walks, and we are very outdoor people, and so we love doing stuff like that. And then at the end of April, we have a planetarium trip coming up. We're going to be learning about the upcoming eclipse, and we just have some really cool stuff. We're going to be going to a goat farm and just all kinds of stuff now that the weather is finally warming up. But basically that is it. So thank you guys for watching, and I apologize that this video was so long-winded. But if you like the video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, we would love to keep you around, so be sure and hit that subscribe button. And have a wonderful day.